Suze Orman, thanks for meeting with me tonight. I appreciate it. The new American dream, you write about this. Tell me what it is today.
Well, to talk about the new American dream, one actually has to talk about the old American dream. And I'm not talking about the dream of years ago where it was you work hard, you get somewhere because you're working, you're with a corporation for 30 years, they give you a pension. I'm talking about what happened a few years ago. People start dreaming about this, bigger, 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 more, more, more. If they needed a 3,000 square foot home, they bought a 6,000 square foot home. If they were by themselves, they had 3 cars, one for the summer, one for the winter, and one just because they wanted to look good in it. Everything started to go off the charts in terms of, I can buy this, I can have that, because I have a credit card and I can charge it. So that dream turned into everybody's biggest financial nightmare. The new American dream gets that one out of the equation. It hopes that that one is dead forever because that was a fake dream. That was a financial lie we were all living. The new American dream is one that's built on honesty, integrity, security, where you live below your means but within your needs, where you stand in the truth, where everything that you do is based on an action that is honest. You can afford it. You have the money to buy it. It's not this dream that will just evaporate. It's a dream that will allow you to sleep at night.
Are we talking about going back to the way our grandparents lived post the Depression, those who had lived through the Depression and they would only spend what they earned and then saved like crazy? Is this what we're talking about?
We're talking about that in part, but we can't talk about that in full because those people back then had a job that gave them a pension, they paid their health insurance. The cost of living was so dramatically lower to where it is now. You could live with one person working and another person staying at home. You can't find that today. Now you need both husband and wife working to support the children. You don't get a pension. You don't have health insurance. Back then, average life expectancy was till 62. Today, average life expectancy is till 85, so we're living longer. So I only wish it were that easy to go back to then. No, now we have to go back to the values. If you don't have money, you can't spend it. But you have to be smarter with your money because you're the one who's responsible for investing it, paying for your own retirement, and doing everything yourself. That wasn't true back then. Today, it is true.
As we are in this very serious recession, what are the 2 main things that everyone should be doing now with their money?
Everybody should be saving for their tomorrows today. They have got to realize that time is the most important ingredient in any financial freedom recipe. And if they don't start putting their money away right now for their retirement, they're going to be in trouble. They also should realize what is their dream. It may be that all they're going to be able to do for the rest of their life is to rent an apartment. So they shouldn't be doing things that they can't afford. Just do the things that you can afford, save for tomorrows, and basically you will be okay.
So many people I heard from are out of work. They're considering going back to school. Is it a good idea, if you are out of work, to go back to class?
You know, in the money book that I've written, the money class, in this book, there's a class called Careers and a class called Family. Everybody should read these 2 classes. Why? The answer to not being able to find a job is not going back to school where you have to take a loan out to go back to school. People need to realize that loans, student loans, in most cases are not dischargeable in bankruptcy. If you can't pay the student loan back, you are stuck forever with it. So that isn't the answer, and the answer also isn't, oh, I know, I'll just own a business, and I'll create something of my own. You have to know what you're doing, you have to have working capital behind you, and you have to have a passion for what you're about to go into business and do, not as an answer to not finding a job. So it's a very big mistake that people are making, creating businesses if they don't know what to create, going back to school if they don't know what they want to be, and getting further into student loan debt. That isn't the answer to their problems.
Is it ever a good idea to pull equity out of your home in order to start up a new business?
No. Your home is your home. The equity in your home needs to stay in your home. You know, that's how we all got into trouble. We used our home like it was a checking account. Oh, we're going to do this. Home equity line of credit. Oh, we're going to do that. Another home equity line of credit. Now, with 25% of the homes in the United States underwater, Underwater, yes, because they've gone down in value, but underwater also because we took all the equity out to do what? Buy another home. To do what? Open a business. To do this, to do that. No, your goal in life should be to have your home paid for in full by the time you retire without a mortgage. If you're going to take equity out of your home to start a business and the business goes under, you've also, in essence, taken your home under with it as well. Not something that makes an American dream.
I want to get to some of the viewer questions. We heard a lot of great questions from our viewers. Sheila writes in, I have a credit card bill and have no choice to redeem some of my IRA. I cannot find a decent job. I'm 51. I fear age discrimination. I work 3 jobs right now. Is bankruptcy ever an option?
Bankruptcy is an option, but you're about to make a mistake. Your 401ks, and in most cases your IRA, are protected against bankruptcy. So what are you going to do, Sheila? Are you going to take money out of your IRA to catch up some money on your credit card debt, which is unsecured debt, by the way, and do what? Eventually then claim bankruptcy? Don't take money out of a retirement account ever, ever, ever. Don't take money out of a home equity line of credit. Don't take money out of an IRA or a 401k. What you should be doing is either claiming bankruptcy or understanding that if you simply don't pay your credit card bill, what are they going to do to you? If you don't have any money, if you're not making ends meet, all right, maybe they can sue you. But what if they don't sue you? I don't know, you could take the chance, but really what you should be doing is claiming bankruptcy. It's over.
Last question for you. Chris writes, should I pour money into my 401k or split that between a Roth IRA, regular IRA, and the 401k?
Actually, here's what you should be doing, Chris. Most 401k plans match. You put in $1, they give you 50 cents. It's an automatic 50% return on your money. If that is what your 401k plan is doing, then you should contribute up to the point of the match and then stop contributing to that 401k. If they don't match, or after the point of the match, you would be far better off doing a Roth IRA than a traditional IRA. Why in the world would you want to get a tax write-off today when really we're in the lowest income tax brackets probably of our lifetime, when later on in life you could be in the highest tax bracket? So if I were you, I would be doing a Roth IRA. Now, if you don't qualify for a Roth IRA because your income is too high, simply open up a traditional IRA, make it non-deductible, and convert it to a Roth. So then you have a Roth and the 401k up to the point of the match.
Suze Orman, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
I enjoyed this.
All right.